Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are on Ranger for a little 0 to hero. As you can see, we got really lucky. We got a blue rapier in our first chest, and I'm a bit worried about the 0 to hero, because if you have seen my videos, you know I'm not that good with a bow. I'm definitely not good on Ranger. I often miss out how I have to space my enemy, and I miss a lot of my shots. But we start off with a blue rapier. So that's good. Obviously the same rules apply as they do for every 0 to hero. We can buy and sell on the market, and we try to improve our gear to get at least a decent kit. I would try to don't rat around that much with traps and plays and shit and just camp one room. I would try to play a bit more offensive, but I will still play as good as I can. Maybe I have to camp a room for a few minutes, maybe I have to play a bit more passive, because you know, I'm not good on Ranger and I don't land every shot, so I can't play giga aggressive like a really good Ranger could. So let's just see what we can do. So first round, as always, is not that impressive. I just loot every chest. We got a small upgrade here on our boots, strength boots, really good. I just loot every chest, kill every mob, and try to get at least a bit gold out, so we can buy a bow or a little upgrade for our gear at the end. This is the most important part. I of course don't want to find someone to 1v1 now with only a blue rapier in my hand on Ranger. So yeah, we're just chilling right here. And as you can see, we are a bit struggling. We don't really get upgrades. Of course, the rapier was really lucky, so we can at least get something, I guess. But there's like no upgrades in those chests for my gear. There's also not really good stuff that I could take to sell. This really looks like just vendor all around and see what we can get, maybe at least a bow. But then this mummy had our first huge upgrade, Ring of Survival with additional fist damage bonus and action speed. Unlucky it's only a Ring of Survival. If this would have been a Ring of Courage, this would be great. And yeah, well, I take the heavy boots over the dexterity boots here, because I want a bit more damage than I want dexterity, even though it's maybe bad, because I'm pretty sure I will buy a longbow. I just like the longbow the most. You can write in the comments what's your favorite bow on Ranger or Fighter or in general, which bow is the one you use the most. I love the longbow, even though I think he's not the best at the moment, I still love him. And we found the lockpick, so we can open this chest right here. We instantly got it. Tether cloak, that's nice, nothing on it, but still fine for me. That's 2 strength on top, so our gear doesn't look good at all. It's mostly just blues with nothing on it, or not even, and just greens with which are completely useless, as you can see. But we all have to start somewhere, right? And we got at least some sellables now, and we got some blues and green items we can sell in my inventory. So I think we get at least our 200 or 300. Then we can buy a purple longbow and maybe do something next round. So this chest is basically the last thing that happens. Unlucky, we found no bow, that's why we didn't fight anyone, but we got at least some gold out. We made 240 gold in sellables and 160 gold for the weapons and armor we picked up. So that's 400 gold, not as bad as I expected it, and we will buy a longbow with it. We buy this one for 179 gold with 1 additional weapon damage on them, and then we can buy a second item as well, which will be a purple wanderer attire just with nothing on it to gain a bit more dexterity. Then we buy potions and arrows and we're good to go for the next round. So up into the next one, and we are battling us with the bat. We found a blue arming sword which we swapped off for our rapier. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, I just like the pattern of the arming sword a bit more than the one of the rapier. It's not good as well, it's just blue arming sword with nothing on it. But then I hear a barbarian and he steps right into my trap right there. but he closes the door. Unlucky for me. So we still have a chance. We double shot him, triple shot him, open the door again, and I think he stopped to refuse the trap right there. And there he's dead. Well, that was free. He tried to defuse the trap and then he stopped again. Iron Mace, do us all a favor and please nerf the traps. I really like to play Ranger and I really think Ranger needs to get some love. Buffing the traps is definitely not a good way to buff Ranger. It's the most annoying part in the game. You can't do anything about it. And I don't know. But as you can see, the Barbarian had huge improvements for us. He had 2 courage rings with damage on them, an agility necklace, which was really good. So that was our first W, and let's hope we get some more. As I open this chest, I see 5 additional move speed occultist boots, and I take them because they will probably sell for around 400 to 500 gold. They're really popular, and that's good for us. We will make some good money this run. But most importantly, we got our first kill. And we improved our gear a lot by getting those 2 rings of courage, purple ones. So we're looking good. We're already looking good now. Now we have our purple longbow, a bit of dexterity, we have strength on our kit, which is really good. And I think we can kill someone now. That's when I see this Barbarian right here. And as you can see, I'm not really good at landing my shots. And he's already too close to me, that's what I mean. I'm not good at keeping space at my enemy. I jump over the trap I placed earlier. Maybe we get him to step into it. And he actually does. He steps into it. I keep my space on him right there. Double shot and he's dead. Yep, nothing much that he can do there. Of course, it was kind of obvious I have a trap there. He shouldn't have stepped into it. But I still think traps are just not a fun thing to play against. And we just exchanged some loot here. Because Swai is not really worth it to sell. Those pants are probably better than what I have. Those gloves aren't better. Necklace is kinda trash. Yeah, all he had is kinda trash. And I just min-maxed a bit of my celibates. And that was also basically it for this round. So for round 2 we made 191 gold in celibates. Not bad, really good. And we sold some items from the first and the second run for 1.1k gold. So around 1k gold, and we made 190 gold from celibate, so we have around 1.1 to 1.2k. And yeah, that's where we will upgrade our gear right now. And I go for the full juice. I instantly go for golden scarf. Of course, I won't buy a good one. I just want any golden scarf just for the looks of it, of course. But also the stats on it are just really good. To get agility, strength and dex from one item is just insane for Ranger. So that's what we want to go for. And in the end I just decided to buy the cheapest one. And also that we can upgrade some more of our gear. And I want cloth pants with strength and action speed on them. So I'm just looking if I can get something maybe a bit better than those. But I think for this price they're just fine, really good. And we will for sure take those. And now we still have a bit of gold left, I think around 300 gold. And for that gold we will buy some hunting traps, some more arrows, and then we're good to go. So for those who are interested, those are the perks I run on Ranger and Solos, and the skills. Quick shot and quick fire, chase, headshot increased damage, nimble hands, and ranged weapon mastery. But I have no clue how to play Ranger. Some might think it's bad, I think it's okay. So we're already in the third run, and I think my kit is quite good already. So I was like, okay, if I die, I die. If I don't die, I will play 1 or maybe 2 more rounds and try to improve the gear as much as possible. But for me, the 0 to hero is already finished. That's why I play more aggressive right now. I hit this fighter pretty good. He also has a double hex, so I don't think there's much way for him to kill me. And yeah, we killed him here, and he had basically nothing for us. But on a 0 to hero, we have no mercy. Oh yeah, he actually had better boots than we had. Dexterity boots, really good. In this chest we found a doubled with physical damage bonus and max health bonus, and I think it's better than my Wanderer attire with nothing on it. We lose 1 move speed and 1 dex, but we gain fist damage and max HP, and I just think that's better, to be honest. And now our kit is looking really good. I don't know what it is, but I feel like on Ranger you can actually built a really decent kit without spending that much gold. Like if I remember on my last 0 to Heroes, I had to spend way more gold to get a decent kit. But maybe I'm just building wrong and my kit is not even really playable for a good ranger player. But I feel like you can do something with this kit, and it was really cheap. But we also found some good stuff, of course, in the dungeon. So we had a little more action with a barbarian right here, and I think he jumps down off the platform right now. Yes, he does. And we don't really hit him. That's what I mean on ranger. In the important scenarios or situations, I just can't hit my shots and I overstep. As you can see here with Chase, I can see his footsteps. He's right there. I don't hit him again. I don't hit him again. All those free shots. Now I let myself get cornered. There's only the way out for me right now. And now I lose a free kill, free target, and probably free loot. Just because I'm too bad at spacing, I'm too aggressive, and I just don't hit my shots. In the end, we didn't manage to get the barbarian. And it's also pretty late already into the round. So I just went for blues instead of over committing on there. And just greeting. Took some celibates with me. Tried to make some profit. So we can juice up more. There's still at least 1 or 2 things that I want to upgrade before I call this 0 to hero finished. We made 106 gold in celibates right here, and then I just vendor the cloak and the wonder attire. I know if I would have sold them I maybe gotten 200 more, but I don't really need the 200 more because I will just buy one thing. That's just a frost amulet, a cheap one with 2 true fizz on it. There we go, and right into the next one. And here the 0 to hero is finished for me. Now we play one more round and see if we die or if we can improve even more. And let's see if it is successful for us. And we see a cleric with the chase steps. And of course, I'm too bad. I don't keep my distance. I walk into his judgment range even though I'm a ranger. And now I have to pay with it with my life. He earthquakes me here. I have to stand still, otherwise I'm dead. And now we're done. We're just done. Or are we? We have another chance. We have another chance. If we can get through this entrance, we can maybe hold it. I don't know if he's chasing me, so I place a trap right here. But the mob is gonna fuck me up bad. And the mob walks right into the trap, but it's not that bad because the cleric can't walk through it now. He has to clear the mob first, and that's hard for him. So I place another trap right here, just to be a bit more safe. And now I have to heal up fast and hope that the cleric doesn't get through that fast. And I actually managed to do it. The cleric didn't get through there, he just stopped chasing. Probably a smart decision of him because he's not that fast with clearing that mob, and I would have been up to full again, and he is low on spells, so he has to reset as well. And now we go for round 2 on this cleric. This time I will try to keep my space a bit better. And of course I just want to kill him. So we can do all those upgrades. You can see his cloak shining through the door. So I know he's there. And this time I will just keep my distance. I don't care if he's running for me. I'm not playing his game. He plays my game now. And this time I hit all my shots, and it's crazy how easy it can be on Ranger to kill someone if you actually have skill in the class. Like, everybody talks about Wizard being the highest skill ceiling class, but I think it's Ranger. Like, the difference between a good Ranger and a bad Ranger, or an insane Ranger like seriously Soapy, and an awful Ranger like me, is just crazy. Did you see the difference between the first fight and the second fight I had with the cleric? First fight I didn't keep my space, I didn't hit a shot, I'm basically dead. Second fight I hit all my shots, I keep a good space, and cleric is giga dead. I think on Wizard you can still perform even if you're not that good on Wizard. You can still perform in a team fight. In solos it's a different thing, of course. But on Ranger, if you don't land your shots, if you're not good on Ranger, you would just get folded by everyone. So we went into the throw room and it was already done. And we opened the door and Cyclops was done as well. Here we got a little bit of action. There's 3 people in here. Lucky I land my shots here and we can insta-fold the first one. But there's still 2 more to go. I'm not sure about this. I don't know if they're teaming, if they're not. The rogue was completely hiding there and they seem to ignore him. But of course I will still go for it, go big or go home. And the fighter is a bit in between both of us, but it's a spell cleric and I think I'm better focusing on the spell cleric than the fighter, because I feel like the fighter is not really a threat to me here. I want to eliminate the spell cleric in the back more than I want to eliminate the fighter, because I feel like if spell cleric's dead, the fighter stands no chance anyway. I can just run away and kite him all day long. But yeah, as usual, I don't land my shots really. The fighter's going for me as well now. So that's a little fucked up situation right here. I mean, you can tell me what you would do. A good ranger would probably just insta-melt the fighter and then just go for the cleric. But I'm not really sure. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the fighter while also shooting a cleric. Fighter is completely focused on me right now. The spell cleric is also not going for the fighter anymore. It seems like we both have the same idea. Of the fighter being not really a threat, he's just in between somehow. So the fighter managed to run past the cleric and I had the cleric really good. So he backs off as well and now it just seems like they are teaming. Because they just run the same bar without hitting each other. So the fighter just ran away and I'm still in my 1v1 battle with the cleric and I tried to go for a melee attack, but then he judgments me. I dodged the holy strike really good and now we are both kinda low. We both have to reset, but as I know that he's low on spells and he has to reset, he has no judgment at the moment, I try to heal while pushing forward on him and he's just full running, so he wants to reset as well as I want to reset. And because of Chase I managed to know where he got and he's going for the rope, for the safe extract right there. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can shoot him from the rope and that's what I'm going for right now. We hit 1, we hit 2, we hit 3, 4, 5 and then he's out. I think that was really close. He wrote to me to message after the game as well that this was really close and we had him on 1. What happens, happens. You can never know, right? Unlucky that we didn't get him near. And after this cleric we just got out because time's running low. And that was our last game. So let's see what we can get as an upgrade. And if this was a successful 0 to hero. So in the end I sold everything, but it was just not doable to get another upgrade with the amount of gold we had. It was probably around 200 or something. So nothing could have been changed right here. But you can see my gear in the background. And I think that was a really successful 0 to hero because I'm not good on ranger as well. But I think for that fact we did really good here. It was a successful run. Then that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe and goodbye. Bye bye.